Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today is a very special day because President Donald Trump did in fact speak at the Bitcoin conference today. Okay, early this morning, okay, I did actually watch it live, okay, when Donald Trump was speaking, okay, at the conference, and he was saying some crazy things. So, of course, today I want to share with you guys, okay, what Donald Trump actually said about Bitcoin. Is it bearish or is it bullish? Okay, so before I do that, I want to give you guys an update on what is exactly happening right now with Bitcoin. Okay, and it's actually pretty interesting. So let me show you guys that real quick. And of course, I will give you guys an update on the crypto market. And there is, about two actually, Bitcoin charts that I want to show you guys that soon enough, Bitcoin is ready to reach back up to its recent highs of, $73,000 and reach a new high, right? So Bitcoin right now, guys, is actually dropping. Okay, Bitcoin right now, okay, y'all can just clearly see we are in fact in the 1 hour time frame, and Bitcoin right now is actually dipping slightly. Okay, it's now holding at $67,000. Okay, early this morning we actually saw Bitcoin pump all the way up over $69,000, 69,300. Okay, so Bitcoin was pumping, guys. Again, the main reason why Bitcoin was pumping is because of Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump, at this time when Bitcoin was pumping, Donald Trump was about to speak on stage at the Bitcoin conference. Okay, and we saw a pretty decent pump for Bitcoin, reaching back up to $69,000. But you can just clearly see right now, a couple of hours later, we did actually see Bitcoin having a drop. Like, look at this candle and look at this wick. It went all the way down to like $66,600. Crazy, right? And then we bounced back up to $69,000. Okay, like Bitcoin today is having a dump and a pump, right? But right now it is dropping back down to 67K, right? Pretty much just like where it was yesterday. So even though Bitcoin right now is slightly dropping from $69,000 where it was a couple of hours ago, it's still holding pretty decently today, right? It really is. So the crypto market today, okay, for the past 24 hours, we're not seeing huge movements. Bitcoin and Ethereum are both down over 1%. A lot of altcoins today for the past 24 hours are in fact down as well. You can just clearly see that we are in fact seeing a fair few reds for a lot of altcoins today, right? But nothing too serious. You can just clearly see the market overall is only down 0.33%. So no, we're not seeing huge, dips today, right? But yeah, let's talk about it, okay? So President Donald Trump takes the main stage at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. Okay, now, like I told you guys, I was actually watching, a couple minutes live early this morning. Okay, and the reason why I couldn't film this morning while I was watching is because I was about to head to work. Right, that's the main reason. Okay, I was getting ready for work this morning. Right, so I couldn't obviously film for you guys, but I was watching it live, and Donald Trump was saying some very interesting things, okay, about Bitcoin. And I know we are all very curious on what Donald Trump had to say about Bitcoin. Is it bearish or is it bullish, right? So let me share with you guys. So you guys can actually once again watch, the whole thing live, okay? So, Nashville, day 2, right? Yesterday was day 1. Today is obviously day 2, and this is when Donald Trump did in fact speak, right, at the conference. Okay, so if you guys want to watch the entire thing, okay, you can just head to Bitcoin Magazine or even on the YouTube and just watch it there, right, live. So that's that. But Donald Trump said some very interesting things, okay? Like, for example, Donald Trump says Bitcoin will one day probably surpass the market cap of gold. And we know that's true. In the future, we know Bitcoin is going to reach, $500,000, $700,000, 800 to a million and over a million. Understand, guys, once Bitcoin reaches, I want to say $700,000, I believe, or $800,000, close to a million, the market cap of Bitcoin is probably going to be the same as gold or even surpass gold. So understand, in the future, okay, we will easily see Bitcoin, okay, surpass the market cap of gold, right? It will one day, okay? It's going to happen. So yes, Donald Trump is, not wrong here. He is right, okay? It will probably, most likely, one day surpass the market cap of gold, okay? Us Bitcoiners, we always talk about that, right? We really, really do. So he also says some other interesting things here, like he says Bitcoin is not just a marvel of technology, but a miracle of cooperation and human achievement. Check this out. Let me just turn it up so you guys can hear this.
Seen anything like it, and most people have no idea what the hell it is. You know that, right? So what happens when they figure it out? That's going to really be something. Bitcoin is not just a marvel of technology, as you know, it's a miracle of cooperation and human achievement. A lot of relationships that are formed just at a meeting, a round table with a lot of the leaders, and it's amazing.
So very bullish. So far, Donald Trump, the things that he's saying here, okay, at the conference, is obviously very, very bullish for Bitcoin. This is history, guys, right? Legit, right now, this is history in the making right now for Bitcoin. Okay, it really, really is, guys. Okay, this is the biggest event right now so far for Bitcoin. Okay, and obviously, this is obviously the biggest conference out of all the other Bitcoin conferences that we have in fact been seeing throughout the years. The ones in Miami, right? But this time it's in Nashville, and obviously to date this is the biggest one so far, right? So Donald Trump is saying some very, very bullish things about Bitcoin so far, right? And he also says it doesn't stop there, guys. He also says here, okay, Bitcoin is not threatening the dollar. Check it out.
The way it is, those who say that Bitcoin is a threat to the dollar have the story exactly backwards. I believe it is exactly backwards. Bitcoin is not threatening the dollar. The behavior of the current U.S. government is really threatening the dollar.
Did you guys hear that? He is 100% right. Okay, he's obviously 100% right, guys. Okay, so understand, okay, Bitcoin is obviously not threatening the dollar. People say it is and whatnot, right? But it's really not. You know what I mean? In fact, it fixes it. Think about it, right? Very, very interesting. Okay, very, very interesting. Now, he also says here, okay, Donald Trump pledges to never sell Bitcoin and hold it as a strategic reserve asset if elected president. So, Donald Trump is saying here to never sell your Bitcoins, guys. And thinking about it now, okay, honestly, thinking about it now, the amount of Bitcoins that I have personally accumulated, okay, throughout the years, ever since early of 2021 to this date of 2024, where we are right now, I've been DCAing into Bitcoin and I've been investing heavy into Bitcoin. And my plan, okay, we know soon enough we are about to enter a massive bull run and a bull market, right? And personally, my plan was obviously to take some money off the table, okay, and to obviously sell some more Bitcoins. But thinking about it now, okay, like President Donald Trump telling us to never sell your Bitcoins, like I honestly don't want to sell any of my Bitcoins. People out there that are in fact in the Bitcoin space are telling us that investing in Bitcoin is better than investing into real estate, right? And my plan, guys, was to sell my Bitcoins to buy real estate. But a lot of people out there are in fact telling me to not sell my Bitcoins to buy real estate, right? Which is crazy. Okay, so I'm honestly planning on not selling any of my Bitcoins. Okay, I obviously need to take some money off the table with my crypto portfolio, right? With the gains that I make, but I am not selling any of my Bitcoins. Maybe I'll sell like a small percentage of it, right? But not a huge amount, because I was actually planning on selling a huge amount, but thinking about it now, I really don't want to sell any of my Bitcoins, right? So that's that. I will obviously sell, my altcoins, right? The ones that I've been, buying and whatnot, if I make some big gains, I will obviously take some money off the table with those. But with Bitcoin, I don't think I'm gonna sell any of my Bitcoins. Not a huge amount though, right? But Ethereum, I'll obviously, will potentially take some money off the table. Solana, Chainlink, and whatnot. But Bitcoin, I think I'm just gonna hodl Bitcoin for long term, right? So yeah, very, very interesting that Donald Trump is telling us to never sell your Bitcoins. And I know a lot of people out there say that, but it's just crazy to think that President Donald Trump here is telling us to never sell our Bitcoins. Okay, like check it out.
Strategic National Bitcoin Stockpile.
So, very interesting. Very, very bullish so far, guys. What Donald Trump has said here so far is obviously very, very bullish for Bitcoin. Okay. So, he also says here, okay, one day, okay, on day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman, right? And we know, guys, Gary Gensler, he's not a fan of Bitcoin. Okay, he's obviously a skeptic, if you will. Okay, not just with Bitcoin, but crypto as a whole. You know what I mean? So it's just funny how Donald Trump says that he will fire Gary Gensler. Okay, and obviously, get a new SEC's chairman. You know what I mean? This is hilarious in a way. It really, really is. And this is obviously very, very bullish. And if this actually happens, guys, okay, whereas Gary Gensler is no longer the SEC's chairman, okay, and it's actually someone else, it could be actually very bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. Think about it, right? Just think about that, okay? Because we know what Gary Gensler has done many times in the past, okay, with all these lawsuits and whatnot, with these crypto exchanges and crypto coins and whatnot, right? So if Gary Gensler actually gets fired and we get a new SEC, chairman, it's going to be pretty bullish for crypto overall, right? So I think that's funny. But yes, okay, the pump, Bitcoin did actually pump to $69,000 when Donald Trump, okay, was pretty much speaking at the Bitcoin conference. So yes, guys, it did actually pump. But obviously right now, Bitcoin is dropping, okay, slightly. It's now at $67,000, right? So it's still holding very strong in my opinion. Okay, and I really do believe, soon enough, Bitcoin will pump. But yes, Bitcoin, okay, is ready to reach new highs. $88,000, guys, is coming potentially, right? And I told you guys towards the end of this year, 2024, we will most likely see Bitcoin at $100,000 or over 100K. I think that is very, very possible. I really do believe in the next few weeks, few months, we will see Bitcoin in a new high. It's coming, guys. Understand that. Nothing can stop Bitcoin at this point. Okay, a pump is coming. A bull run is coming. I know I keep saying that, but it's like, honestly, it is coming very, very soon, guys. So please be patient. Continue to DCA and hold, right? And see your gains massively grow in the next upcoming few weeks, and of course the next few months, and of course throughout next year in 2025. Okay, so yes, $88,000 is coming. It's going to be the next target, so prepare yourselves for that. And then after that, it's going to be 100K. But yes, the Bitcoin bull run is about to begin. Once we see Bitcoin breaking this resistance line of pretty much $73,000, its recent all-time highs back in March this year, so a couple months back, right when Bitcoin was above 73K at its all-time high. Once we see Bitcoin breaking that resistance line and reaching a new high, right, like going surpass $73,000, it's going to keep going. This uptrend, okay, that we have in fact been seeing for Bitcoin throughout 2023 and to where it is now to 2024 so far, right, of this year, this uptrend will continue, guys. Understand that. It will gain back its momentum. Okay, so prepare yourselves for that. Okay, but very, very bullish, guys. You know, what Donald Trump has said today at the Bitcoin conference, this is obviously history in the making. You know, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, who would have knew? Like, President Donald Trump would go on stage talking about Bitcoin. Think about it. And he has said some very, very interesting things today, right, about Bitcoin. Very bullish things about Bitcoin, 100%. Okay, so obviously, Donald Trump is bullish on Bitcoin, guys. Okay, so that tells you something. Okay, that honestly tells you something about Bitcoin. Okay, so that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up and of course subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about Donald Trump? You know, what he said today at the Bitcoin conference. What do you guys think about it? Right? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know. On that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.